Our quest for high performance is often guided by trial and error, as we do what we think is right and then hope for the best results. It's even more unfortunate that these conversations don't occur because we know exactly what helps people to be high performers. That's correct. There is clear, conclusive science that describes exactly how individuals can improve their performance at work. These aren't platitudes like, keep your head down and work hard, but specific actions, such as how to set goals, how to behave in order to drive results, and how to accelerate your development. So, if these facts are well known, why don't those conversations happen? The challenge is that those powerful performance-improving insights are hidden in dusty academic journals like individual pieces of a larger puzzle. The average Jill or Joe isn't a PhD research scientist, so would never sort through the original research to find those insights or know how to assemble the many pieces into a coherent picture. Perhaps most challenging, these insights are rarely presented in a way that you can practically apply them at work. When the insights occasionally find their way into a book or article, it's typically one written by a consultant or journalist who understands the topic but has never had to apply the concept in the real world. Their advice may be technically accurate, but it often ignores the practical realities of busy people, competing priorities, or unsupportive bosses. If we could gather these great insights, sort through them to identify which matter most, and make them practical, applicable, and easy to understand, we could enable anyone to become a high performer. This knowledge would democratize high performance by making it available to everyone, rather than just a lucky, privileged few. That's the purpose of 8 Steps to High Performance. I wrote this book so that anyone can be a high performer. As a corporate executive and management consultant, I've seen too many smart people underperform because they didn't know or believe in the 8 steps. These potential stars derailed their careers by relying on their one overwhelming strength for success. For example, work harder, develop yourself even more, until they hit a performance wall by ignoring the other 7 steps. Other leaders rejected great advice to build a network or change certain behaviors because they didn't believe it would improve their performance. All of these smart, highly capable people left performance on the table and lost out on the wonderful benefits that being a high performer brings. Before we talk about high performance, let's define it. A high performer is someone who consistently delivers better results and behaviors on an absolute and relative basis than 75% of their peers. There are a few words in that sentence worth your extra attention. Consistently doesn't mean that you show an occasional flash of brilliance or sometimes deliver well on a project. It means that you regularly do these things. Relative means that your performance must be better than others, not just better than the goal. If you exceed your goal and all your peers far exceed the same goal, that's great, but you're still underperforming compared to others. The journey to 8. If there are 8 steps to high performance, an obvious question is why there aren't 7 or 9 or 25. Getting to 8 was a journey that started with the publication of my last book, with co-author Miriam Ort, One Page Talent Management, OPTM. We wrote OPTM to help corporate human resource leaders understand what was scientifically proven to be true about growing high-quality talent and the simplest way to implement those truths. Audiences loved the science-based simplicity of the book, and we were gratified that many companies changed how they managed their talent because of that advice. But I quickly recognized that much of that advice would never reach the ultimate customer, the employee. My goal wasn't that companies would build better corporate processes, but that more employees would become successful. I realized that if I connected directly with the customer about high performance, it would help to supplement the hard work that companies were doing in that area and help